Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request for a fan who he didn't really want me to say his name, which is no worries. If you're watching, hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And he wanted me to talk about, well, do a commentary on the 1990 action film, The Kickboxers. So I have it here. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. As we have, just for syncing, Seasonal Film Corporation. Okay, we're still on the title. The corporation logo is up. Fade away. Presented by Seasonal Film Corporation. And NC Yoon Production. Okay, now we're synced. Loren Avedon. Funny enough, speaking of Loren Avedon, I did a review of this film. I don't know if the review is still up. Many years ago. And Loren Avedon himself commented on the video, which is very kind. And he said, oh, because I like the film. I think it's a fun movie. And he talked about his experience making the film a little bit and how the creator pretty much like told him, yeah, the director, he had to yell out the dialogue because that's how the direction is when working with a foreign director at that time. I do enjoy the score. I think it's a great score. It really gets you pumped up, especially in the end fight. But yeah, we have, I think Sean Donahue is the character of the brother. I think that's played by Michael DePascal Jr., I believe. Ooh, just kicking the ever-loving shit out of him. Ooh, nice uppercut. Ooh, nice kick. Nice roundhouse kick. Yeah, he's out. He's not the fuck out. Now, the build-up of the story is that, kind of like Kickboxer, they came out sometime before, because this was 1990. Kickboxer was about 89, and along with the title, I know Loren Avedon is not big on Jean-Claude Van Damme. I don't agree with his assessment on Van Damme. I'm sorry. I do think Van Damme is legitimate. I do think Van Damme, he has trained in martial arts. He's done martial arts fights. I think he has become a really good actor in films like In Hell, Wake of Death, JCVD. And I think he did have a presence and a charisma and the star it factor that made him a success in quite a few movies. I think he does well in movie fighting, where he's not as fast as a Martha Costos or even a Loren Avedon, but I think what he does, he really makes it work with his emotion, punches, kicks. And even with this acting of these two, I still remember Loren Avedon mentioned that when the Asian filmmakers want them to act, they want them to be bigger and yell out their dialogue. They want to be almost over the top with their dialogue. It changes and we are talking like this and we are being broad, and they really want broad acting. I don't know why, but apparently that's the case. Billy Blanks. Billy Blanks is our lead bad guy here. You were not to win tonight. Billy Blanks, of course, would be famous for creating Tybo and made a whole industry of himself with Tybo. He was in other action films. He had a bit part, speaking of 1990, in Lionheart. At the very beginning, when Van Damme is asleep in the French Foreign Legion, one of the guys he fights in the steep is Billy Blanks. But he would be in films with Roddy Piper, Tough and Deadly, and I forget what the other film was called. Tough and Deadly, and there was a Back in Action, I believe. He was also in, I believe, TC 2000, some films with Bolo Yun, the bad guy in Bloodsport. And one thing about the film, I think this movie does have some very fun, over the top but fun action scenes. And sort of, this is the death combo Billy Blanks has, which, as you see, totally fucked him up. Which this guy has to overcome much later. See, that's what I mean. They have to do like this broad acting. See, it's one of those where like Billy Blanks is the guy go. I don't know why that makes me laugh with the young kids. Like, damn, he got a lot of blood on his face. I guess it came from his mouth, I guess? I mean, I've seen horror films with less blood than what's on his face. March 1991, New York. Okay, when you do titles, don't have white titles on a white background. Because then you can't see them. It's like you don't have black titles with a black background. Because then you can't see. Like, that should have been like black titles. Or just red or blue or something. Now, I do find it a bit weird that this kid grows up to be Loren Avedon. So obviously quite a few years have transpired. But Billy Blanks looks the same. So is Billy Blanks just immortal? Like Loren Avedon, again, Loren Avedon's character goes from this kid to what he is now. But again, Billy Blanks didn't age a day. It is what it is. With films like this, I just want to be entertained. And I just want to have fun. Now, Loren Avedon, one of the first things I saw him in was No Retreat, No Surrender 2. Which, as much as a Van Damme fan I am, I do think No Retreat, No Surrender 2 is better than the first one. I love, Hard Target. I love Lionheart, Bloodsport, Kickboxers, Cyborg, Double Impact, Universal Soldier, Time Cop. No Retreat, No Surrender I was never much a fan of. And No Retreat, No Surrender 2 I thought was a much more fun, fast-paced, action-packed movie. I think Loren Avedon is a really good martial artist, and it's just the directors made him act so broad and so big that it made him come off as a bad actor when it's the director telling him to act this way. Just like Billy Blanks, in those Roddy Piper, he's fine. But in this, he's got to act like this. Same thing as like, I'll show you mine. Cocaine him. Looking good. Look damn good. See, you never test drugs with your finger because it could be poisoned. That shit could be poisoned. It's like, so you never test it with your finger. That's why you got to test it with one of those vial things. But in the 80s to 90s, that's a lot of times they test it with their fingers. Like, man, don't do that. That suitcase is the budget for the movie. I think one of these drug dealers is Jerry Trimble, who's a martial artist. Could be wrong on that. Got that hair too. It's like a mullet, but not. Who cares? I'm a cop. I'm a cop on the edge. I'm gonna shoot you on the face. Because he said he was a cop? Why is he doing this, though? Why is he letting himself know? I guess just to show how Billy badass he is. I'm gonna kick all these guys' ass by myself. Here we got our SWAT team. Fucking Billy Ray Cyrus here is a villain. Sorry, I'm a sucker for these old school action scenes, and Loren Avedon's very quick in his movements, I'll say that. And you get that over-the-top sound effect where people get hit, and it sounds like you're hitting... I don't even know what it sounds like you're hitting, but I like and appreciate those old school sound effects. Yeah, psh, 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 psh. Ooh, nice suplex right through the boxes. Like, it can't just be like this, but... Ah! What the fuck are the SWAT team doing? He tricked him into the wrong warehouse? Okay, he'd be like fired after that. Is that a fucking heat lamp? What the fuck did the heat lamp come from? Why is there a heat lamp there? I don't know why there's a fucking heat lamp. What was the heat lamp for? And he just burned this guy's face? Was he Jason Voorhees? Ah, that's okay. I just burned this guy's half his face off with a heat lamp that came out of nowhere. The idea is to show that he's the one-man army badass. But a bit cocky. Which is why later on he's got to be trained. Because a year before you had Van Damme's Kickboxer. What was the plot of that? His brother was a fighter. His brother in that film got paralyzed instead of killed. And the brother wants revenge. And gets revenge after some training. Learning what to do, what not to do. Training in the style of kickboxing. In order to fight at the end. Of course, you have the yelling captain, but this is very over the top. This is Richard Jaeckel. Richard Jaeckel's been in quite a few films around this time. He was in Grizzly. He was in Grizzly, which was a 70s Jaws ripoff. Instead, it was about Killer Bear. He was in this film called The Green Slime. And I think he was in a film called... Oh, I forgot what it was. I don't know where... Man, that's an old school computer back there. See, that's how computers were back in the day, folks. Those old, just obsolete computers. Yeah, but you fooled a SWAT team to go into the wrong fucking warehouse. You're kind of fired now. End of movie. So instead, he's given another case. Sorry, I'm listening to the dialogue. Thailand. But that's an. I saw this on VHS back in the day. It was around the time I saw No Retreat, No Surrender 2. I think a lot of people found these films on VHS. And that's the thing, like back in the day in the video market, you would find a lot of these type of movies because of the success of Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Above the Law with Steven Seagal, and hey, these films were making quite a bit of money in theaters. Again, not 50, $100 million blockbusters, but small budget, decent profit. Okay, let's do this trend. So we did martial artists like Jeff Speakman, Jeff Wincott, Gary Daniels, Martha Costos. Like Martha Costos, he got in with Kickboxer 4. And then you had Crying Freeman, Drive, which is a great movie from 1997. Jeff Speakman with The Perfect Weapon, Deadly Outbreak, Street Night. Jeff Wincott with some PM Entertainment films like Last Man Standing, Martial Outlaw, Mission of Justice. Gary Daniels was doing, and people like Loren Avedon, like quite a few different types of martial artists. And if you're a sucker for those movies like I am, you get a lot of fun movies that just meant to entertain and smile and enjoy the fights and maybe even enjoy people being badass and badass men and kick-ass people. And nowadays it's just a lot of PC political bullshit with we can't offend this person, we can't offend that person, which is ridiculous. Because it's more about politics and commentary than entertainment. Budweiser. Oh, I think this is one of the movies. See, I did think this was an interesting idea for the movie. There's not many action movies I could think of that deals with snuff films. And here's Billy Blaine. See, Billy Blaine's looks the same, but look how much Loren Avedon has grown. Yeah, you recognize him. There you go. Yep. But the plot of the film is these bad guys, they film snuff movies in Thailand, so they get people fighting and they'll kill, maim, destroy, they'll murder someone and then sell the footage. So again, an action movie about martial artists killing people, filming them for snuff films. I can't think of many other movies that deal with that subject. So it makes it kind of unique. I mean, the only other movie I could think of, it's not an action movie, but 8mm. We just saw this scene. Why do we need to see it again? Like, we don't need to see the entire scene again. We just saw it. But, I mean, 8mm with Nicolas Cage dealt with that, but that's a thriller. That's not an action film. Back to the day, this is how phones were. Yes, we actually had phones with the cord. You actually had phones with the cord involved. Nowadays, it's never the case. I'm sorry, it's just... I know. I swear, like Loren Avedon, he mentioned that the, what just happened was he told the captain, "I'm going, no, I'm going," and then and then he does this. I'm not going to scream. I don't want to fuck up my voice. Ah, or like this. Like he puts his hand here and his head up here. I think I mentioned that in the review, and he said in the comment he was directed to do that by the director. Like, I need you to do this to really showcase your anxiety and trepidation and fury and sadness. So you get this over top. That's the thing I gotta keep in mind for movies is that the bad acting might not be because of the actors. It might be because of the how they're directed, and the actors just told to do their jobs. Like, I'm told to do this, so okay. They're the director. I'm paid to do a job. Now, I don't know if this is true, but this was on Wikipedia, so it might not be true. But this is what it says. According to an interview with actor Loren Avedon, he shot his scenes independently with his scenes involving Richard Jekyll and as his boss. In addition, in the scene where Avedon's character does the Stallone-like scream after seeing Khan and remembering the death of his brother, Avedon told director Lowe he wanted to just toss the tape into the fire in anger. However, the director did not allow it, so Avedon ended up doing the scream. He also did not get along well with Sherry Rose, who plays girlfriend in the film. Avedon claimed Rose was acting like a prima donna and told her to shut up, and she had bad-mouthed him afterwards. Also, he did that on purpose? Like, he threw the tape, nah, don't do that. So, did he do that on purpose? Like, maybe they won't use it? And the director's like, okay, fuck it, I'll use it. So maybe it was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call, if that's the case. So maybe it was like that. I thought it was a different story, but maybe it is that story. I thought it was the director telling them to do it that way, but I didn't. Maybe it's this. What's this? Bring me some fresh blood, Mr. McKinney. What's with this director and his Hawaiian shirt thing? Oh, this is the next fighter that's going to be with the snuff film. He didn't hit you, he cut you. There's a difference. I don't know why he said, he hit me, but this is not hitting you. This is cutting you with a knife. Okay, you know something's up now. You need to get the fuck out of there. Jesus. Pretty damn dark for an action movie, I'll say that. Wait, where did they shoot him? Did they not shoot him in the... Where the hell did they shoot him? Make fun of his table. Maybe he'll, submit in anger for making fun of his table. Oh, shit. There's a hook. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. Damn, I forgot how bloody this film was. Hooked him with the damn meat hook, and now like a horror film dragging him up. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about the whole snuff film part. It's been a while since I've seen this. Now, I don't know this film. I don't think it has a Blu-ray. I don't think it does. I think it has a DVD. I believe it does. Actually, don't quote me on that. I don't know. But the other actors, you got Don Stroud as Anderson. You got Teef Cook as Prane. Of course, the full American gear. Even got USA on the back there. And this is where he becomes a bit cocky because he got to feel people out and try to get some answers, get someone to talk to him. Also, to showcase some more of what our hero can do. Getting a little bit of that fun, like, cocky nature of the character. I didn't pretty, full contact type of fighting. Like, they're getting up close with their punches. Did that little clothesline thing there. You just see actual connection. And it's nice that they're doing it in wide shots, so it's not intercut every 5 milliseconds. And there's some contact. You do tell there's some contact there. They're not, guarantee there's bruises. Probably every day. And good speed, too. See, that was one of the things I remember enjoying about the film is the fight scenes had that good speed and its choreography. And then decently shot with being in wide shots and not being cut every 5 milliseconds. Because a lot of times you get actors that don't know how to deal with fight scenes. So you gotta have to edit them a certain way to hide the stunt people, hide the stunt doubles. Because they're not that fast and swift, so they're trying to hide them to make them look better. Because you have some people that say they're martial artists and they train, but I'm sorry, doing a simple kick or punch doesn't mean you're a martial artist. One night in Bangkok. No, I'm sorry. Think of that song now. I don't know why. Now I'm thinking of the Hangover Part 2. I don't know much other details about the making of the film, so I don't know if this is really shot in Bangkok, or if it's shot somewhere else to make it look like Bangkok. And also, if that's the case, how much has it changed since then? But definitely showcases some of the traditions. And this Billy Blanks there with yellow. I don't know, with a villain, I don't know, I don't think you really should put a villain in yellow. It's not really the best color for the villain. Just saying, like, looking like the yellow canary. I don't just some of the I don't know if it's the acting or dubbing. Why don't you stay for a while? Okay. I think there's unintentional funny stuff you get out of this. I don't know if it's foreign, not really understanding how Americans act and talk or what it is. Oh yeah, his name is Khan. Khan! We got women everywhere. You know, there's no black women. Are there even any Asian women? It's just all white women? Well, maybe he likes white women. That's what it is. Damn, that type of hair is blow dried to hell in high water. Yeah, I think they're all white women. I'm surprised is that like Asian women mixed in or... Oh, there's an Asian woman. Hmm. But again, this is the era where you had a lot of... The thing with martial arts in the 70s, a lot of Americans, the martial arts they were seeing were films from overseas. So whether it be Bruce Lee films, whether it be Sonny Chiba, may rest in peace, with the Street Fighter. Really, in America, the few you were seeing were maybe Chuck Norris, maybe Jim Kelly after his success with Enter the Dragon. But mostly it was stuff from overseas, other than Chuck Norris. I think that's one of the reasons why Chuck Norris became pretty popular is that, oh, he's our martial artist. Kind of one of those type of sensibilities. And then as the 80s come around, we have more Schwarzenegger, Stallone, these type of action stars. Okay, well, what if you have an action star, but also with a martial arts sensibility, and then someone like Jean-Claude Van Damme comes around, and Bloodsport, like, oh, shit. It's another martial arts tournament movie, and it showcased a lot of great fighters in it. And then that erupted his career. And I do think the success of Bloodsport, Kickboxer, you had a lot... Again, I know a lot of them do not like Van Damme. I disagree with that notion. I think a lot of these movies got made, whether you don't like the person or you like the person, a lot of these movies got made because of Van Damme's success. I really do believe that. That because of the success of these movies, oh, let's make these films, sign them on the dotted line, get them produced, get the budgets for them. And then that's why a wealth of movies in the late 80s, early 90s were just filled with these martial arts movies. Some in theaters, mostly direct-to-video, like Jet Beam's Perfect Weapon. Steven Seagal was Above the Law in 1988, the same year as Bloodsport, and then he had Marked for Death and Hard to Kill in 1990, and they did decent business in theaters. That helped as well, to be fair. And this is Sherry Rose as Molly. No, this is, you didn't see him kick ass at take names. Ooh, that's a nice kick. Getting the head grab and nice. Ooh, that's the clincher right there. Nut grab. That what you call the clincher. Did you watch it? You just clinch. I like that line. I surrender. Take me to your leader. I mean, good job on the stunt people as well. It's not easy to just get lifted up and smack your damn back onto something. I think that's one of the reasons I like the character. He does have an enthusiasm to him. That was great. I needed that. Like I say, he does have an enthusiasm to it where he really gets into this stuff. She's dressed as someone that looks like they're ready to do aerobics. Like the Jane Fonda aerobics. Let's get physical. Physical. Olivia Newton-John. Another thing I read is that apparently she had issues with being topless in a love scene with Loren Avedon. And like I guess she replaced an actress who was going to do nudity and she said no. So she complained about it as well. And that, okay, fine, we'll do just a few seconds. But that's the thing I don't understand. Like, if you say yes to it, you said yes to it. And people, oh, but it's objectifying. But guys get objectified too. How many fucking action movies have there been to this day where a guy takes his shirt off and you just see the abs, the pectoral muscles, whether it be Rambo, Commando, even John McClane, he lost more clothes than Die Hard, even lost his fucking shoes. Thor, Captain America. Wasn't Captain America on the punching bag shirtless when he's traded? I mean, when he gets the super soldier serum, he's shirtless. Again, that's fine, but the other way isn't. What? We like women, and we think women are beautiful. Just like women and gay guys think men are beautiful. So they want to watch that. That's fine. Let it be vice versa. If the guy's fine with taking his shirt off, I don't... Now, it's one thing if she's cast, she doesn't know it yet, and then they're trying to force her, she's just not comfortable. I can understand. Okay, that's wrong to do. But if you say yes, yeah, I'm fine with doing it, and then you go no, I'm like, well, now you're really fucking people, you know. You're being kind of a... It's like people say, oh, I know how to ride a horse. Then the scene comes and they don't know how to ride a horse, and then they gotta waste all this time and money to train this person to ride a horse. When, well, we could have fucking trained you before if you told us. Or, you know what, we could have done something else. They don't lie about it, for fuck's sake. Yes, I like seeing beautiful women. Just like, again, women and gay guys like seeing beautiful men. Whim? What the fuck is whim? Men. Oh, there you go. Oh, don't break his neck. Again, sorry, I'm listening to the dialogue. I don't know this other guy's name. He looks familiar, but again, I don't know his name. Damn, he's getting his ass whipped and kicked. Which is the point, because he's being cocky, he realizes he needs a bit of work to do. Which you get into the training sessions. Yeah, sorry, I'm not saying anything. I'm just. Now, the other part of the plot, yeah, it could be considered generic. You have the guy who family member or someone he cared about was murdered. He's got to study under someone to get revenge on the loved one that's been murdered. Back in the day was, you killed my master. I'm going to learn the tricks of the trade in order to beat the man or kill the man that killed my master. In this case, it's a brother. Sometimes it's a wife, a son, whatever. Again, it might be a same old story, but I'm a sucker for that. I think it's just that primal relatability that, we all hopefully have a loved one of some shape, form, family, wife, maybe husband, maybe whatever. And if something was done to that person, you'd have that feeling of revenge. That is a primal part of humanity. Not really animals, because animals don't really seek revenge out. They just seek survival and hunger. But that is part of the human condition. When you get brains big enough or wired enough to have those thought process of feelings, there's a lot of things that come with it. There's a lot of positives that come with it. Happiness, sadness, love, enjoyment, a ability to enjoy even superficial things, taste, smell, feel, uh, all that jazz. But there's also baggage of more so of fear, hypocrisy, and vengeance. And just how do you use that vengeance? Yeah, I think his teeth cooked as praying. Teeth cooked, another martial artist. He will, he will be home when I take a piss. Watch your head, buddy. Is that monkey on a leash? Fucking monkey stole a goddamn passport. Fucking thief. To teach me the ways of the Jedi. Well, why don't you go live in that bottle? You go to sea. You see? Well, I mean, if you sneak up on him and put a bow to his head, that'll solve your problem. Man, it definitely late 80s, early 90s. You even got the ripped up jeans. Those up close must be, there's something else to it with the monkey. See, like the color's a bit different. Yeah, so all these guys just love to watch their snuff movies just for parties. Be a hell of a party favor. How do you sell these movies too? Do you put them in a Blockbuster video or something? Is it bought by mail? You advertise it, what, in Fangoria magazine? We could do better. See, Billy Blaine's just relishing being evil. Pathos. I thought it was called pathos, not pathos, but... Isn't it pronounced pathos, not pathos? Whatever. Trying to think what those posters are in the background. I do appreciate this because it makes it feel different than just they're dealing with drugs or they're dealing with guns or because that's what usually it is. They're drug runners. They have a cocaine factory. They run guns in and out of the country. This whole snuff film business again makes it a bit unique and different and off the beaten path, which I guess is not utilized much because snuff films is a pretty fucking hardcore idea. But I think he's gone back for his passport. Hey, who the hell are these people? Yeah, kicked you right in the fucking face, asshole. Getting pretty swift in the choreography. Ooh, nice drop. Here's that music. I don't know who the composer is, but I thought he did a really good job. Someone on YouTube did a really nice redo of this piece of music, which I thought was great. The guy did a great job. Ooh, damn, very swift. Ooh, nice 3-hit combo. Definitely am showcasing what he can do physically. That this guy is not as drunk as he seems to be, or not as, quote, useless as he's, I'm sorry, that's not something you hear every day. My monkey took out your bag. I don't know why that made me laugh. But that happens to us every day, We lose our shit because their monkey took shit out of our bag. Right turn, Clyde. I want you to have dinner with my monkey. Secret every way but loose. Chimpanzee, I should say. For a second, when he said I had him beaten, I thought he was talking about the chimpanzee, but no, it's not. Ooh. So is this a boxing match just for them because there's no one else in the audience? Or is this for the cameras? So Dan, was the fighting just for them? Because there was no audience there. I don't know much about Teef Cook. I wanted to get my phone to look it up real quick. But yeah, 1990 is a pretty good year for movies, depending on which genre you're talking about. I mean, Adventures of Ford Fairlane, Die Hard 2, Total Recall, The Ambulance, Child's Play 2, The First Power, Exorcist 3, the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990, Lionheart, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death. Yeah, a lot of good movies. But the 80s are great, but the 90s are underrated. There's so much good stuff in the 90s that people just throw away for no damn good reason. But yeah, the 90s is underrated. Okay, I'm looking up. So this gets a 5.9 on IMDb. That's actually higher than I thought. That's nice. I think a lot of people would watch this film on VHS along with many other type of action movies. Also known as Karate Tiger 5 and No Retreat, No Surrender 4. Where was it known that? Let's see, Loren Avedon. Fifth Dan black belt in Taekwondo. Eighth Dan black belt in Hapkido. No Retreat, No Surrender 2. No Retreat, No Surrender 3. Team of Kickboxers. He was in Baywatch Malibu and Thunder in Paradise. Tiger Claws 3. He was in The Circuit and The Circuit 3. Sadly, in the 2000s, he didn't really get to do a whole lot. And I'm not sure what he's doing nowadays, if he's in another line of work or he's teaching. I do not know. So now you're doing these training sessions, kind of like you would see in Kickboxer. Even being tied up and spreading your legs to make them be able to do the splits more. That was kind of done in Kickboxer as well. So it is, along with the title, some of this training stuff is reminiscent of Kickboxer. Okay, I knew Teef Cook looked familiar. Teef Cook. I want to get to... He was Reptile in the 1995 Mortal Kombat. And he was Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He was also in Beverly Hills Ninja. China O'Brien 1 and 2. I think he was But yeah, I knew I recognized him. I didn't. He's Reptile in 95 Mortal Kombat and Sub-Zero in the sequel. He's done other stuff too, but I knew I recognized him. Man, just absolutely whacking, beating the shit out of him. Like, god damn. Loren Avedon also did do an interview with Scott Adkins that is on YouTube. That's definitely worth a listen to. like I said, I do disagree with his assessment on Van Damme, but other than that, it's a pretty good interview. It's called The Art of the Action. It's 53 minutes 48 seconds long, from July 2020. Scott Atkins is a YouTube channel. You could find it there. It's not every day that you get the shit kicked out of you by fucking tree trunks. That's the trouble I had with the orange. This mystical shit. I don't know. I don't know why that made me laugh. You full of shit, man. Fuck this mystical shit. You full of shit. Worthless piece of shit American. Fuck you. You suck my American dick. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that, but maybe he thought it, the character, but he didn't say it. Keep sweating, keep hitting. Don't give up, don't surrender. Don't give up, damn it. Well, it's true, he did lose. It is true he did lose, but, I mean, you're going to lose even harsher, so... just saying. Maybe come to some type of agreement. Didn't even smash his bottle in your face. Yeah, you're spilling your beer, man. Don't spill your beer. At least the character's showing a sense of being humbled. Like, literally saying, listen, I can't beat him without your help. You'll do anything I say? Yeah, you don't want to say that, man. He's not going to say kiss me. I'm just... But that's what's cool about these type of movies, is find out what kind of different motifs they don't do with the training. And you don't have that anymore because they don't do movies like this anymore. It's just considered too old hat, too tired. But it'd be cool to see another movie where it's okay, well, what new interesting ideas they don't utilize for training? Get those creative juices flowing. And it's real people doing it, not CGI, not, multiple stuntmen and hiding it with edits and cuts. People who are trained, who have to do it on camera, in wide shots, for real. I think for a lot of boys who watched these on VHS back in the day, they lived, I don't know if the word is vicariously, they lived through those characters. It's like you were with those characters, doing what they were doing, fighting when they were fighting, overcoming the odds, taking ass, taking names, all that stuff. But now if you try to do that, it's promoted as too toxic. It's too toxic. No, you're just making people a bit more soft. So it makes it harder for them to survive in the real world. Because the real world doesn't warrant your feelings and your bubble. It will break through your bubble, smash it, pummel it, and do a suplex on it, and a pile driver on your safety bubble. We're over an hour in. Got like 30 minutes. And you gotta think 32 minutes left. There's about maybe 3 minutes of credits. So that's about 29. And then the finale's at least 10 minutes long, at least. And then the setup for the finale, that's probably another 5-10 minutes. Yeah, with the way that's edited, you could tell, okay, did a shot of this train. Then we have a POV with the camera and just she walks over. Which makes sense. You don't want your actors to get pummeled by a train. But you never saw the actress in the same vein of the train. How the hell did she even find them? Like, seriously, how the hell did she find them? Maybe she explains it. Oh, send you a letter. When the hell did he send a letter? I like Teeth Crook in this too. You argue, you always give me shit. Into the water with your sorry ass. I like that. I mean, that... the sort of like almost brotherly arguing back and forth. Into the water with your sorry ass. Yeah, so apparently this girl was a pain in the ass to work with, didn't want to do nudity, and badmouth Loren Avedon. People are like, well, that's hypocritical. Would you show your body? If I knew in 3 months, let's say in 2 months, 2 months, I'm going to do this movie. I would get as much in shape as possible for an opportunity to be in a movie. And then, yeah, I'd be fine with it. Holy shit. Again, that lasted what, 10 seconds? Not a big deal. They're beautiful breasts, and it worked out. See, once he got the poontang, now he's more focused. When you get the poontang pie, you don't get more focused. It's just the male way. When you get laid, you're happy. When you're happy, you're focused. When you're focused, you do better. See? He got the energy of the Energizer Bunny. Got the bam, 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 you know. Now I could be... And that's the thing, you say this is all superficial, but when you put all the elements together, you get a guy who knows martial arts, who knows what he's doing. You get a very decent, competent score. Old school fun sound effects. Nice editing that it's not confusing. And, you know, inventive training scenes. Like, that's a nice shot there. They have the sun in the background. And it doesn't have too much of a reflection in the camera. And that's a good... That was a good looking shot. And then kind of like Kickboxer, we gotta showcase a fight. Showcase to prove himself. He didn't go face the main bad guy. And Kickboxer, it was when Van Damme did the fight, and he's like, "I want Tompo. You bring me Tompo." Here we have an. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this, so forgot about this. Kicked him in the balls. That's what he whispered to him. Okay. Always kick someone in the balls. I didn't realize Loren Avedon's wearing one of those T-shirts that doesn't even cover the whole body. It like stops halfway down. Yeah, those T-shirts didn't stay in style for too long. Natsuko, Natsuko. You Americano, come on down to The Price is Right. The price is my fist in your face. Oh, we got that music coming up again. That music does work really well with this movie. It definitely gets your adrenaline pumping. Ooh, nice. Tipped him so hard, I think he lost his teeth. This guy tipped him so hard on the leg. Because when he opened his mouth, I think he's missing teeth. Yeah, stay down. Yes, just stay down, buddy. Ah, we have multiple fights. We got a bit of montage. Cool. Show how improved he's been. Get some nice knees. Yeah. At the end, it's like having been told to act, be more broad. Like, come on, come on, come on. Nice tit there. Like a torpedo tick. Don't trust this guy, man. Don't trust him. He's false. FOSS, full of shit syndrome. You don't trust that guy. And then he's false. FOSS, full of shit syndrome. And this guy has it, and then some. He's filled to the brim so much, it's overflowing through his ears. That ain't sweat. That's bullshit. Sweating out of his ears. Don't trust this guy, man. Interesting shot decision to shoot this from the outside, looking through the boards. Granted, maybe... Okay, now we're inside. But in a little bit of a different style. Take a screen test. Bullshit. You don't have to take any test. I like that. I like that reference with like, am I going to be working with Van Damme? Am I going to be working with Jackie Chan, Chuck Norris? I think that's kind of cool because not a lot of films. I mean, this might be the only film in 1990 would reference those guys. Like in 1990, I can't think of many films that would reference Jackie Chan. Because in 1990, you gotta think, this is before Jackie Chan. You had the Rumble in the Bronx, Operation Condor, Jackie Chan's First Strike being released in the U.S., which helped his American career. He's very successful overseas, but I mean, in America, a lot of Americans didn't know him until Rumble in the Bronx and Super Cop, and those movies were coming out and being re-released, whether by New Line Cinema or another company. That was what, like 96 or so? And again, this is 1990, so there might be some people who saw this went, "Who's Jackie Chan?" And it might have been. Yeah, don't trust this guy either. I mean, look at his shirt. When you see a guy wearing that shirt, you don't trust him. How much fucking food did they get? Again, sorry, I'm listening to the dialogue. Super Image was Richard Jaco and this other guy from Interpol saying we're gonna pull you out because we know you had a backstory with Billy Blanks. And he's like, "Fuck that shit. I can do this. Your guys never got this close. Here, I'll even give you the address. You watch while I do this." Is that to walk away from it after all this training and stuff? There wouldn't be a movie. Could you imagine if that's how the movie ended? If he's like, "Okay," and then they just walk away and then the credits roll, and you'd be like, "Okay, Captain, you win. I'll go back with you." They get on a plane, the credits roll. You're like, "What the fuck?" So much for Billy Blanks is still out there doing his snuff films. Having sex before the big game? Depends where the big game is. Depends how big the game is. How long is the game? Is it Sorry or is it Monopoly? Oh yeah, that's right, because they kidnap her, and I think the other guy dies. Chief Cook gets killed. I think that's why. Again, God, it's been so long since I've seen this. Which is a bummer. I didn't think Teef Tut needed to die. And just saying. I don't think that needed to happen. The superior teacher doesn't steer the shit out of a student. On that rickety boat, you might be killed on the way there. The boat doesn't look like a damn salamander, let alone damn person. Well, he's not going to do much of a job. He's going to get killed doing it. Damn, look at all that fog. Is John Carver's the fog? Just got swallowed up by the fog. I wonder if that's like one of those fake fogs, like it's like a smoke machine or something. I guess to assume they followed him there. That's how they found out where all this place was at. Of course, Billy Blanks has to be there. We have machine guns. We got swords. We got sharp sticks too. Oh, I guess maybe they know the Masters there. That's why they have all this firepower for, you know, supposedly kidnap a girl. Right now we're traveling to Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust meets Kickboxer. There you go. That'd be a weird combination. Cannibal Kickboxer. I've never seen that movie. I've never seen Cannibal Kickboxer. Kickboxer fights people, and the people the people he beats, he eats. That'd be a fucking tagline. Cannibal Kickboxer. The people he beats, he eats. There you go. I want someone to make that movie. Cannibal Kickboxer. Whether that's a good guy or a bad guy, that's up to you. Could be a good guy. Or it could be a bad guy. Probably a bad guy. You gotta go up against the Cannibal Kickboxer. We're in a dog-eat-dog world. Will he be the eaten or the eater? Cannibal Kickboxer. There you go, Eli Roth. I dare you to make Cannibal Kickboxer. Quentin Tarantino. There you go. If Tarantino wants to make a martial arts film again, like Kill Bill, do like Cannibal Kickboxer. I don't mind this set. I don't mind this place they built. This sort of wooden cage. Okay, we actually don't see them take the girl. It'll be revealed. And we know how a lot of these fights go. You'll have the bad guy has the upper hand, the bad guy's winning, and then a certain moment will happen where the good guy overcomes it and beats the shit out of the good guy. Beats the shit out of the bad guy. It's a formula, but it's a tried and true classic formula. Again, they don't make these type of films anymore. And the thing is, if they did, it would go straight to video, and it'd have even a lower budget than this. Because, despite what people want to say about this film, there's some pretty decent shots, and the look of the film still looks bigger budget than the, like, Sylvester Stallone doing Escape Plan 2 and 3, and Bruce Willis sleepwalking through most of his movies nowadays. This film looks bigger budget than those films. And those have, like, Stallone and Bruce Willis. I mean, so, go figure. Now, in these scenes, he's wearing a mask. I don't know if Loren Avedon's doing all this or not. I guess I would assume so, but I'm just saying because it has the mask on. Yeah, I don't know if it's him doing all this stuff with the mask on. I do like that he's acting like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but he knows. That's actually pretty smart. You know, play into the whole act of it. That he's got to pretend to be foolish and... Yep. Interesting costumes as well. Ah, there we go. There's Molly and there's the Master. Well, how did the Master even die? Did he get shot? Did he get killed by Billy Blanks? Like, how did it even all happen? I don't think they need to kill off Chief Tritt's character. At least that's just my opinion. But of course it's there to make the bad guy even more evil and villainous. Sorry, just the way is like, let the girl go. This is, I think he was directed at that way. Let the girl go. But I mean, I wouldn't act any better. Yeah, he's told to do that. He's told to do that. At least it's entertaining. And man, this is like really one of the better fights out there. It really is. Like, if you're talking about like if someone were to ask me what's an underrated fight scene in the movie, it would be this. This is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Where's Richard Jekyll and the other guys who were supposed to be watching? You think they would come in any minute now? I mean, if he had the location, like, what's going on? Like, what's Richard Jekyll and them waiting for? At least fucked up his face. Get some nice angles of our hero and villain. It's a pretty good catch, because usually you throw a photo, it's going to, like, do whatever the hell it wants. And this is like the third time we're seeing this. Like, literally, this is like the third time we're seeing the same stuff. Like, maybe you don't need the one in the middle. Yeah, I'm the brother from another mother. That's a... I mean, Billy Blanks, again, he's enjoying being evil. Ah, that yelling. Yeah! I just, it's a bit too much, a bit too much. But really good choreography. You tell they talked about this on the Scott Adkins Art of Action interview, doing this fight. I know Scott Adkins is a fan of it. And yeah, they're really going at each other. Just the big hard hits and contact. You see how close they're hitting each other, and there's actual contact. You can't fake that stuff. And Billy Blanks is in really good shape. I don't know when he started his Taibo thing. You gotta have the hero lose a bit to make the comeback. Kind of the Rocky formula. And nice blocks with the knee. And it's wide shots, so you see these guys in camera doing it together. It's not, just a bunch of stud doubles put in. I do think the way this fight scene's done is well staged, edited. I think it's about here where he's going to make his comeback. He's at the whim of the bad guy and getting ready for payback time. And that's when the music picks up, which was a great decision. And now it's the comeback. See, again, the music up, these wide shots showing it's the two of them doing it on camera, and just these hard hits. Ooh, nice there. Getting very up close and personal. Again, this wide shot here. Like, those are some fucking hard hits, you could tell. Yeah, I do love this fight. It's damn good. Of course, countering the deadly move, showing that he learned from big old fucking tree logs. You're not gonna get me with this. Nice. Yeah, now it's just time to just beat the ever-loving fuck out of him. It's the knockout. Print, cut, fuck y'all good night. And the spit on top of that. I'm sorry, just this one guy with the glasses. What you gonna do? Cause lose it. I don't know if it's the actor, if that's some kind of dub. What you gonna do? Cause lose it. This is the impalement. Well, I got your finale for the snuff film. I mean, it's kind of weird that these two fell in love when, like, they met one time and knew each other for, like, 10 minutes. That sex in a little tub must have been fantastic. Oh, now you guys arrive when everything's done. I mean, I don't know why they took their sweet-ass time. Definitely had quite a few extras this day. So are they even going to get to arrest those guys, or are they going to get to capture those guys? What's wrong with Richard Jato? He looks like constipated. What the fuck? They just... I forgot they blew all this up. It's just out of the blue, just fucking missiles. I'm like, why did they blow that up? Don't they need evidence or clues or something for... Just in case? I guess not. It's just... Did they even capture the other bad guys? Or, I know they ran off into the jungle, but... Did they get caught? Are they arrested? Like, why did they blow that up? Like, don't they need to sift through for evidence to see if there's a bigger... Maybe there's other places that have snuff film action? I guess not. You know, just... Here are the credits. We needed, you know, big explosion. Come on, it's a movie. Fire. Hug, and... There you go. I have a feeling it's supposed to be Vincent, but they spell it V-I-C-E-N-T. Lucas Lowe is director? Okay. Why do I think that's not like a real name? But yeah, that's Teen of the Kickboxers. It's at times goofy, at times funny with the overacting that the actors were told to do by the directors. But the score, very capable, fits the film well. Loren Avedon was very energetic, at least. The fight scenes are well done. Definitely has that Hong Kong flavor to it, especially in the end fight. Billy Blanks just wanted to be deliciously evil. It's 90 minutes long, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. And overall, it's a fun time. It's a fun time that a lot of people enjoyed on VHS. And there you go. You know, this is the type of films we had back in the day. No politics. No forcing social commentary down throats above story or entertainment. Just, you go and you have fun and that's it. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We will see you guys later. Bye-bye.